Today we're going to be making a balloon-powered car, and as the name implies, this is a car that is going to be propelled as the air escapes from a balloon through a straw. Okay, today we're going to be making a balloon-powered car. The materials we're going to need are bamboo skewers, a balloon, about 3 straws, some tape, a couple wheels, and you can use these wheels, which I'll have a link in the description for where I got these. You can try bottle caps or you can try to make your own wheels. This foam board is about 3 inches long and 6 inches tall, but you can change the dimensions of that. It's not super important. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take one of our straws. We're going to use the foam board to measure how big to cut the straw. So we'll get it on one side and then we'll cut it at the other side. And then we'll use our cut piece to measure the other side, or to measure the other straw. Okay, so now we'll get some tape. So I'm going to do one piece of tape on the left side and one on the right side. And then you'll just fold it to the other side. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Next, we'll grab one of our bamboo skewers and one of our wheels. And if you notice, if it's a little bit loose, then you can just grab a little piece of tape. Wrap it around the end of the skewer. And you just need a very little amount of tape. If you do too much, then it's going to make it too thick where it won't fit through the hole. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to stick it through this side here. You want to leave a little bit of space, but not too much, so that's probably a good amount of space there. And then you'll just break it off on the other side. Like that, and then you'll get your other wheel and put it over here. Okay, so it's a little bit loose on that side too. There you go, and you can adjust the spacing here to whatever you like. You just don't want it too close because then the wheels will rub on the foam board and slow it down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side now. Okay, and that's the basic body for the car. Next, we'll be attaching the balloon. So what I'm going to do first is take the balloon, and you're going to cut off the top part like this. Next, we'll take our straw, and we're going to insert the side that doesn't have the crinkle or the bent part. You're going to stick it inside of the straw. And I normally do about this much, or about when the straw starts to get into the balloon. So like there's the neck of the balloon here, and then once it goes past the neck a little bit, that's when I stop. Okay, you're gonna pull it tight and just wrap it. So one more time, when it's like that, you're just gonna pull it tight and then wrap it around the straw. You're gonna hold it like that while you get a piece of tape. And then you're going to use tape to secure it to the straw. And you can blow it up one time to make sure you don't have any leaks. Okay, looks good. So now let's go ahead and attach our balloon with the straw onto the car. All right, so when you go to attach it, you want to make sure that the bent part of the straw is able to move around. And then you'll get a piece of tape and secure the straw to the board. All right, and there we have it. We have our very own balloon car that will be powered. Once we blow up the balloon, it'll push air out of this straw right here, and that'll make the car go. All right, and if you'd like to use this project in a classroom setting, here are some different things you could talk about. You can use this project as a discussion starter for alternative fuel sources and whether or not an air-powered car would be feasible. You can talk about how Newton's laws are applied to this project, in particular the third law, which states that for every force there is an equal and opposite reaction. You can also experiment with different straw sizes and see how that impacts the speed of the car. You can take a look at a straw with a very narrow opening, like maybe a coffee straw. And they also make straws that have much wider openings, and you can see what impact that has on the speed. So if you have a narrow straw, does that make it go faster, slower? It is just a good experiment to see what happens. You can also take a look at what happens when forces are applied at an angle. Since the straw is able to be bent in different directions, you can take a look and see how that impacts the movement of the car. Alright, these are just some of the concepts you can talk about with this project. I'm sure you can find a lot more. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.